Welcome to this video series of Usawa Trading. Now in this video, I'll be showing you about chart of account. Usually people ask, what is a chart of account? Don't look at it from any technical point of view. Consider chart of account almost like a filing cabinet. A filing cabinet that is used to file all your documents, but you now have them in layers so that if something that we can say oranges are put in a particular layer of the chart of the filing cabinet, and maybe things that are non-orange, maybe can be pineapple, are put in another filing cabinet. So essentially, a chart of account is a filing cabinet that you use to arrange the things that you owe in the business, the things that you own, the revenue that you make or you earn, and the expenses that help you to generate that revenue. While the relationship between those things you own and owe, those things you earn and spend, are usually connected through the amount of money the business owners have brought into it, and that's what we call the equity. So first, let's navigate to the chart of account here. On the dashboard, activate the accounting module, scroll to the account and assets, and click on chart of account. As I said earlier, the chart of account is almost like a filing cabinet that manages or keep records of how money is coming in and how money is going out in your business. And this how it is. And now is Usawa managing this. Assets are here, and assets are basically what the business owns, and they usually can be categorized, also subcategorized into current assets, non-current assets, and all that. There is a bank, there is an inventory, everything the business owns. Now, liabilities are everything the business owes people. These are why you have things like account payables, the trade creditor, the VAT that you have collected that you have not paid, NRS that is still within your custody. You have the tolling taxes that you have not paid from contractors and all that, payee that you have not paid, basically. Now, they too are classified into what is current and what is non-current. Now, let me jump equity and move to revenue. Revenue are what your business earns. Now, you can classify your revenue from sales revenue, product sales revenue, service income, consulting income, all the kind of incomes that you earn. And then expenses are the amount you spent to generate those revenue that you have generated. Now, usually, the revenue you've generated minus your expenses will give you a profit. And the profit and what the business owners contributed to the business to start it is what is termed as equity, where you have the share capital, the retained earnings that the business have earned over the years. Now, in Usawa, you can easily do what we have done. Usawa is that if by the time you are setting up and you pick your industry, Usawa will automatically present you a chart of account that fits your industry in terms of how probably revenue is arranged and expenses are arranged, what should be cost of goods sold and all that. Or if you are basically a service company, how you kind of way the revenue will be listed and what to be your expenses. Now, however, definitely, like I said, it's a filing cabinet. You may decide to say, I really don't like the way it is arranged, or I want to do my. At the top of this, you see that you can export the chart of account in Usawa, either a CSV or PDF. And then if you click on these three bullets, you can actually do import. And one of the things that we have also added into Usawa is an auto assign subtype kind of AI into it. Now, but if you want to manually add a new account, click on add account here and then give it a code. So let's say I give it a code of 2000. What I usually tell people to make sure that your chart of account is aligned and is not scattered, because one of the things that you need to know that this is the basis of actually sending transactions into your profit and loss and your balance sheet. First is that I'll tell you first, if you want to add an expense, go to your expense account and see how your expenses are arranged. You can see your expenses in the series of 5,000, 6,000, up to 6,800. So the next thing you want to understand is, where is it fitting? Is it part of your cost of goods sold? If it's part of your cost of goods sold, it will fit within here. But if it's other expenses, it's going to fit as you go down here. Now, so if, for example, I feel that what I want to add is, say, I want to add sales and marketing, so to say. I could look through and see that, oh, they have a free number of 5235. So if I copy this, I want to add 528. Let's go into add account. I give it and I change it to 5. Change it to expenses. Does it have what are the subtype? Is it direct cost? Is it depreciation? Is that overhead? So this is just an expense. And then I call it marketing and sales. Now we've added things like a reporting name so that it's the way it shows in your balance sheet and all that. But let's keep that for now. Is it taxable? Is it non-tax? Is it tax exempt and all that? This is a no tax one. And then report code and all that. You don't need to bother yourself about this. You don't need to bother yourself about this also. If you want it to be reporting under a particular top level parent account, that's when this is important. This will allow you to, whenever payment is made into that account, will allow you to have payment made into that account. If you want to have it as a watch list, you can actually create it as a watch list. If you want staff to be able to do it as a expense claim where they can actually post into it when they are claiming expense claim, you can do this. Importantly, you have it as active. Create it, and then if you go into your expenses, just below that, you're going to have marketing and sales. You can see it's there. And you can further do is that you can edit it, you can archive, and you can delete. However, note, once there are transactions in it, you may not be able to delete the chart of account. So that's how chart of account is done in Usawa. I'll see you on the next video.